Hi friends, it's Miss Andrea from the Hickory Corner branch of the Mercer County Library System. And whether we like it or not, the summer is coming to an end and back to school time is quickly approaching. And for some of my little friends, this may be their first experience with school, or maybe they're a little nervous about going back to school after a really fun summer. Well, if that's the case, then I have the perfect book and activity for you. The book is called The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. The summary from our library's catalog reads, "School is starting in the forest, but Chester Raccoon does not want to go. To help ease Chester's fears, Mrs. Raccoon shares a family secret called Kissing Hand to give him the reassurance of her love anytime his world feels a little scary." Since its first publication in 1993, this heartwarming book has become a children's classic that has touched the lives of millions of children and their parents, especially at times of separation, whether starting school, entering daycare, or going to camp. It's widely used by kindergarten teachers on the first day of school. So if you are a kindergarten teacher or have a child going into kindergarten or preschool for the first time, or like I said, a kid who just had a great summer and doesn't want to go back, this is a great book to read to them. I used it with my own daughter. You may have seen her picture in that first slide from this video. And so because of, copyright and publisher permissions, I'm not going to read you this whole book, but you can check this out from the Mercer County Library, and you can get it at one of our branches or put it on hold through our catalog visiting www.mcl.org. And I will just give you a little sneak peek though. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mom. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Poor Chester. But don't worry, his mom has the perfect remedy, that kissing hand. And if you read the story, you'll know what I'm talking about. And now I'm going to show you a little activity that you can do once you're done reading the story. Okay, so here's the little activity. This is the kissing hand, and there's a cute little poem at the bottom. I'm gonna read it to you. "Here's a special trick I know when I'm sad and scared to go. Take my hand and kiss it here. This kiss from you I will hold dear. Down my hand and up my arm, into my heart, the kiss goes on." And so you can make something very simple like this to feel better about going back to school or going to school for the first time. And I cannot take any credit for this poem. The poem comes from a website called lovetoteach.org, and that will also be in the video for you so that you can see where to get it. And I'm gonna show it to you right here. Okay, so I copied it from here, but you could also just cut it out and glue it on if you wanted to. There's a couple different ways that you can do the hand portion. So they have one here that you could cut out. You could also take a blank piece of paper and trace a hand using a pencil and then cut it out with a pair of scissors. Or you can take a paintbrush and some paint, and you can paint onto your hand and then stamp it on and cut it out, however you want to do it. I was lucky enough that during my summer reading program, I had some leftover little hands, and so I was able to just glue that right on and make it easy for me. My heart is just a little foam sticker, but again, you can draw a heart on, cut one out of paper and glue it on, but I had a little self-stick heart that I put on there. And like I said, I just copied the poem, or again, cut it out and glue it on, however you want to do your little kissing hand. And that way you can help get through that little bit of separation anxiety at the beginning of the school year. So best of luck to everyone who's going back to school, and don't forget to keep visiting the Mercer County Library System branches for everything you need this school year. Bye, friends.